Pain, also known as Nagato, is one of the most intricate and thought-provoking antagonists in Naruto Shippuden. He's not your typical villain, bent on destruction for its own sake. Instead, Pain emerges as a harbinger of justice, fueled by a twisted but deeply empathetic understanding of human suffering. His philosophy revolves around the notion that pain itself is the ultimate teacher, the force that shapes people and nations. When Pain first confronts Naruto, his ideals challenge the very foundation of the shinobi world. His belief that peace can only be achieved through shared suffering forces both the protagonist and the audience to grapple with uncomfortable questions. Is pain truly the path to understanding? Can violence, when wielded with purpose, bring about a better world? These questions elevate Pain from being just another enemy to being an anti-hero whose ideology demands contemplation. The eerie serenity of his demeanor, combined with his ability to command godlike powers, make him a compelling figure. Pain is the manifestation of Nagato's despair and conviction, a man whose heart has been broken, but whose will remains unyielding. As he unleashes his catastrophic vision upon the world, his philosophy stands as a dark mirror to Naruto's ideals. His words cut deep, forcing viewers to question whether peace is ever truly possible without suffering. Pain's ideology wasn't born out of mere speculation. It was forged in the crucible of personal tragedy. Nagato's childhood in the war-torn Amigakuru laid the foundation for his distorted worldview, losing his parents to the chaos of the shinobi wars, and witnessing the endless cycle of violence shaped his belief that suffering is inevitable and inescapable. Under Jiraiya's mentorship, Nagato initially hoped to create a world of peace alongside Yahiko and Konoha. Together, they formed the original Akatsuki, a group dedicated to ending the suffering of their homeland. But this dream shattered when Yahiko was forced to sacrifice himself to protect their cause. Yahiko's death marked a turning point for Nagato, transforming him into Pain. This loss wasn't just personal, it symbolized the futility of idealism. In a world ruled by conflict, the destruction of innocence in Nagato's life mirrors the broader themes of Naruto: the loss of childhood, the burden of responsibility, and the corruption of good intentions. Pain's transformation into a godlike figure who seeks to impose order through destruction is the ultimate expression of his despair. He sees himself as a savior, willing to bear the hatred of the world to teach humanity the consequences of its endless violence. Every decision he makes is laced with the pain of his own past, making his philosophy all the more haunting. Pain's leadership of the Akatsuki is driven by his belief in his version of justice. Unlike previous antagonists who sought power for personal gain, Pain's goal is to create a world where pain itself becomes the deterrent to war. His plan to amass tailed beasts and create a super weapon capable of mass destruction is rooted in this ideology. By forcing nations to experience unimaginable suffering, he believes he can end the cycle of violence. This approach is horrifying yet logical in its own twisted way. Pain's argument is that only shared trauma can unite humanity. He challenges the hypocrisy of the shinobi system, where peace is often achieved through oppression and the marginalization of others. His destruction of Konoha is not just an act of revenge, but a statement, a demonstration of the consequences of perpetuating the cycle of hatred. The sheer scale of his actions leaves the audience questioning the cost of justice in a broken world. Pain's philosophy raises questions about the morality of leadership and the ethics of sacrifice. Is it acceptable to cause suffering to achieve peace? And if the ends justify the means, how do we prevent those means from corrupting us? These questions make Pain one of the most intellectually challenging villains in the series. His unwavering conviction forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about humanity's tendency towards conflict. The confrontation between Pain and Naruto is one of the most profound moments in Naruto Shippuden. It's not just a physical battle, but an ideological clash between two conflicting visions of peace. Naruto's unwavering belief in understanding and connection stands in stark contrast to Pain's belief in shared suffering as the path to enlightenment. Pain pushes Naruto to his limits both physically and emotionally. When he destroys the village, Naruto is forced to confront the devastating consequences of Pain's philosophy. Yet, even in the face of such destruction, Naruto refuses to give in to hatred. Instead, he draws strength from his bonds with his friends and his memories of Jiraiya, who once mentored both him and Nagato. Each moment of resilience Naruto shows becomes a rebuttal to Pain's grim outlook. This fight isn't just about who is stronger, it's about whose ideals can withstand the test of reality. Pain's arguments are compelling, and for a moment, it seems like he might convince Naruto of their validity. But Naruto's refusal to abandon hope and his ability to empathize with Nagato's pain ultimately win the day. This moment solidifies Naruto's role as a beacon of hope, and it demonstrates the power of understanding as a force for change. Their battle is as much about hearts as it is about fists, showcasing the depths of Naruto as a series. The resolution of Pain's arc is one of the most emotionally impactful moments in the series. Naruto's ability to connect with Nagato on a human level is what ultimately breaks the cycle of hatred. By sharing his own experiences and his commitment to Jiraiya's dream of peace, Naruto reaches the core of Nagato's humanity. Nagato's redemption is a testament to the series' belief in the power of empathy. Despite all the destruction he caused, Nagato's final act is one of selflessness. By sacrificing himself to revive the villagers he killed, he proves that even the most lost souls can find their way back to the light. This act not only redeems Nagato, but also validates Naruto's ideals. It's a powerful reminder that change begins not with destruction, but with understanding. Pain's death is both tragic and hopeful. It's tragic because it marks the end of a man who, despite his flaws, genuinely sought to change the world. But it's hopeful because it shows that understanding and compassion can triumph over hatred and despair. Nagato's story is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is a path to redemption. His choice to trust Naruto in his final moments signifies the enduring power of hope. Pain's influence extends far beyond his death. His philosophy and actions force Naruto and the shinobi world to confront their own flaws and hypocrisies. The destruction of Konoha becomes a catalyst for change, pushing the village to rethink its role in the world and its approach to peace. Pain's attack is a turning point not just for Konoha, but for the entire shinobi system. Nagato's story also serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of losing sight of one's humanity in the pursuit of justice. His journey for an idealistic child to a god-like figure consumed by despair highlights the thin line between heroism and villainy. Pain's legacy is a reminder that peace cannot be achieved through shortcuts or imposed through fear. It must be built on understanding, empathy, and mutual respect. For fans, Pain remains one of the most memorable and thought-provoking characters in Naruto. His ideology, ideology, tragic backstory, and eventual redemption make him a complex and multi-dimensional villain. Pain's arc is a masterclass in storytelling, blending action, philosophy, and emotion to create a narrative that resonates long after the credits roll. Even as the series progresses, the lessons learned from Pain's journey continue to shape Naruto and the world around him, leaving an undeniable mark on both characters and viewers alike. What are your thoughts on Pain's philosophy? Do you agree with his beliefs that Pain is the ultimate teacher, or do you side with Naruto's vision of peace through understanding? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more anime deep dives. Until next time, stay reflective and keep exploring the ninja way. Peace.